It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. He's going to test this secondary right away.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, all 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year 2, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They'll throw here on third and short. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That one complete to Pierce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
On second down, Richardson. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Off the play fake. It's locked. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Lock out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
7-3 is the score, with 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. A second down throw for Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On first down, it's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's in! Anthony Richardson, touchdown, Indy.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing, Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. He's inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now Locke. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
A 2nd down throw for Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. His throw, left side, is complete. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Looking middle, and he's got downs. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
They go play action. It's Locke. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll work now on 2nd and 4. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. The Colts about to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. Lock. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
From the gun on 3rd down is Lock. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Giants.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route.
Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now on 2nd and long. To throw is Lock. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA